Hello viewers, I've got the FC Moto out today. I thought I'd give it a good ride around all these corners and let you know how the performance is going. So what I've noticed, especially around these narrow roads near where I live, is that with the 21-inch front end, it's absolutely fantastic. The front wheel just rolls over any of the bumps and it glides around the corners really nicely. I must say that I was initially worried about the block tyres that you get on the bike standard. I thought that they wouldn't be so good in the corners on normal roads, but they are absolutely brilliant. They're really nice. As I said in my initial video as well, the seat comfort is fantastic too. I have ridden it about 300 kilometers at one stage, and I had no issues at all, not uncomfortable. The seat's very soft, and also it's narrow as well, so for people that are shorter, your legs can easily touch the ground, so it's another good feature, I think. The bar position is very nice. It's nice and wide. It's an upright position. It feels very comfortable. It is definitely geared for off-road use more than on-road use. The gearing's fairly high in all gears, but it's not any issue at all. Let's get around this vehicle here. It's nice and smooth. The gearbox is extremely quiet, and it's quite happy to just slot into the gears seamlessly. It has a slipper clutch, and the gears just go in one after the other, up and down, slot in very quickly and easily and very smoothly. So I'm very impressed with the gearbox. They've done a very good job with that. Just going downhill here on corners, and the engine braking is very nice as well. Depends on what gear you're in, but basically you can roll and decelerate and you don't really need to use your brakes at all, which is what I'm doing now. Just rolling and decelerating, so it's really good. It's a hairpin. The fuel economy is very good. I'm getting about 30 kilometers to 1 litre. Obviously I'm running the motor in, so I'm not really in the high rev range at the moment, so obviously that's going to drop when you at higher RPMs, but at the moment for engine run-in period, sitting around maximum 4,000 to 5,000 RPM. Fuel economy is excellent. It sounds really nice. The people that have seen this bike have actually been very impressed when they've heard the sound of the CF Moto. They asked me, "Oh, is that an extra muffler you put on?" I said, "Oh no, it's the factory muffler." So they're very surprised but to find out that it is the factory muffler. It sounds good. With all my bike gear on, I weigh about 70 kilograms, and the suspension from the factory setup the way it is now is pretty good, pretty well set up right for my weight on this bike. It does have preload damping and rebound damping on the front forks, and also there's preload damping on the rear, but I haven't had to adjust that, so it's been very good straight away. So around these corners, the bike is very, very smooth. It wants to sort of lean into the corners. At the moment the fuel is full, so it's a full 17 litres in the tank, but it doesn't feel top heavy at all. In fact, it's the opposite to what I thought it would feel. It feels very light. And again, I put it down to perhaps the 21-inch wheel at the front. At the way that it glides around the corners and rolls over bumps, it doesn't feel a heavy bike whatsoever. I'm in 6th gear now. I can gear it down to 5th gear, and with the slipper clutch, really you can hardly feel it when you're changing it with your hand. It's a lovely clutch, very smooth. Around the sweeper here. Now these are knobby tyres, as I said before, but they don't feel it. The design is very, very nice. It's a good match for off-road and on-road as a hybrid tyre. I think they've done a good job. The grip is very good. I think one of the good features on this bike is the fact that they're tubeless tyres, even though they're spoke wheels. So I think that's very good. On my NC, my brand new NC 750X, I've already got a puncture. I got one a few days ago, and I was able to repair that instantly with just a simple repair kit because it's a tubeless tyre. And these are tubeless as well. So I think for an off-road adventure bike, having a tubeless tyre is definitely an added bonus. Being able to repair them out in the middle of nowhere, as long as you've got some sort of maybe a 12-volt air compressor pump, you can easily do a quick repair yourself. So I think that was really nice design to have the tubeless spoke tyres on this bike. I think if you bought this bike to take on long trips along long straight roads, I don't think it's quite suitable for that. It's not really, I think it's a bit geared too high, and it's a bit underpowered for sitting on, you know, like desert roads going for hundreds of kilometers in a straight line. I just don't think it's for that. This type of road that you can see now on this video, it's perfect. So if you're on a trail that's like this, a bit narrower of course, being off-road, but a trail where you've got lots of turns and some straights, but certainly on the road here like this, narrow turns and sweepers, this bike is perfectly set up for that. Since I've had the bike, I haven't had any problems at all. I've checked all the various parts, the chain, tensions, different bolts and things that it should be tight, and everything's perfect. I haven't had anything that I've found loose. It's been really, really nice. So I find just changing through the gears that basically second, third and almost fourth are very similar in gears. They don't feel, it doesn't feel like there's a big gap. So as I said, it's a very high geared bike. 6th gear is okay, but again it's still geared fairly high. This sort of speed I'm doing now along this type of road is perfect for this bike. RPM's about 4,000 RPM, so it's well below the red line, which is up around 8,000, so it's about half. So it's not noisy, it's just very relaxing. So as a cruising bike, in these type of narrower roads where you're not going that quickly, it's really good. As you can see here, I've got the navigation screen set on top. It's using CarPlay, so my phone's in the rear top case, but I've got all the navigation and audio controls on the very top screen here, and it's very wide. It's 16:9 aspect ratio, so it's very clear and easy to see. And then of course the standard screens at the bottom, so I think that's an excellent combination. That pulls very nicely, even in 6th gear then, just when I accelerate it. The way it's geared, it's very nice. It's got plenty of acceleration, so if you want to go around a big truck or any cars when you're in traffic, there's no problems at all.